God of War fans know what a giant this game series is. It's no wonder that Sony made so many games, and it's weird that this time, again, only 2 were made. Well, actually even worse, this generation got only 1 new God of War game. I mean, the PS2 has 2 games, then the PSP got 2 games, the PS3 got again 2 games and 2 remakes, and now the PS4 has 1 game and 1 remake. It's a pity that they didn't do more, but I can't complain. Better have fewer but with intense quality than too many games and all shitty. I mean, with the new game that came out this generation, they really overdid themselves. But I will get into the new game later. First off, let's talk a little bit about the first God of War game to be released for the Sony PS4. God of War 3 Remastered is not a new game. It is just an updated game, graphically, of a very good one from the past generation. And they did a great job. The effects look better, they upscaled everything to look better on our bigger screen. There are still portions that don't look improved, portions where you can still see clearly that the game is from a past generation. For example, when you encounter Helios or Hephaestus. But another nice thing is that the game runs butter smooth at 60 frames per second. The PS3 had between 30 and 40, so even though there is no big difference, the ones of you that have sensible eyes to frame rates will notice the difference and feel more satisfied by the game. Other new features the remastered version comes with is the new photo mode that lets you take pictures of the game. God of War 3 Remastered also comes with all the God of War 3 DLCs, including a couple of fun challenge modes. In rest, the gameplay is still brutally fun, and a must play. The updates are only visual, because gameplay wise I don't know what they could have improved. The game was, in my eyes, already a 10 out of 10 on the PS3. The puzzles are nicely combined with the combat, so that you don't get bored when playing the amazing game. The action is gory and makes you still want to play more and more, because the story is interesting too, but especially the action and the undestructiveness of Kratos that destroys everything in his path. It's a pity that they remade only the third one. It's the most spectacular of the 3. That's true. I mean, the third felt like the counterpart of a Hollywood action movie. Anyway, God of War 3 is an incredible game, but I don't know if people who didn't play the first 2 will have the same satisfaction playing it. They will just wake up with half of the gods dead, and the guy that is a god they never heard of in the mythology comes up on the back of some giants and kills the other gods. They don't know what his reasons for doing that are, they've missed the whole build-up, and thus the risk of them not liking the game might be higher, even though God of War is so good that even without knowing the story, it's still satisfying. But knowing what Kratos has been through just makes the game over the roof good. The only way to play the other God of War games on PS4 is by PS Now, if you have the money. Or you could buy a PS2 and play them old school, or buy a PS3 and play them remastered. The PS3 has all of them, except for the only PS4 God of War game that was released, the one from 2018. The one that I'm going to talk about now. When I saw the ending of God of War 3, I thought that the franchise was over. Then, some theories on the internet stated that Kratos might be alive. I didn't know what to believe. Then, Sony announced a new God of War game. And when I heard that it is going to be in another mythology, and saw that they abandoned the classical combat and aerial view camera for an over-the-shoulder view of Kratos, I really thought that they messed up the franchise for good, but I was incredibly wrong. The game was incredible. From minute 1, till the last name in the end credits. The story and everything was amazing. Even the switching of mythologies was not a cliché and didn't feel cheap, it actually felt appropriate. They even changed Kratos' behavior a little, so that the game not only touches your emotion here and there a little, but it drives you away from repetitiveness too. Not that it would have been an incredible game if Kratos was brutal and ruthless like in the previous 6 games, but the new style is a nice touch and it's something new. This time Kratos had a wife and he has a son, Atreus, that doesn't know Kratos is a former Greek god and that he was endowed to be a god. The game wins your heart from the very beginning. Basically, the game is about the journey of Kratos and his son Atreus to spill the ashes of Kratos' wife and the mother of Atreus. It doesn't sound fancy, but believe me, when you play the game, it's a memorable adventure that you will want to play again and again. The weapons have changed too. After 6 games of using the Blades of Chaos as your main weapon, now your main weapon becomes the Leviathan axe, and it's as cool as the blades. The combat feels like you hack through your enemies. When you throw your axe, you feel good. You always get a shield, and later on you can use your blades too for the completion of the satisfaction. There is so much to talk about this masterpiece, but I think that it's enough for this video. There are many in-depth reviews of this game on YouTube already. Or, if you want my full opinion, tell me, and I'll make a video about it. But for now, I hope that I managed to present you the games to stir up your interest in them. Thanks for watching.